Hello, lovely world. So I wanted to talk about two topics today that I think everyone should know about me a little bit more. I'm not going to dive too far deep into the whole both of these topics, but I just wanted to let you guys know that tomorrow, May 24th, I have been on Facebook for 9 years. 9 years. The current account I'm using, I've been using since May 24th, 2011, which is 9 years ago. And, I know not everyone uses Facebook anymore, just like not every single person on this planet uses MySpace anymore. But MySpace is still around, even though, it's not like it used to be when it first was, created. And Tom Anderson being the creator of MySpace back in those days. But that's not the point. The point is that, just because I'm on Facebook doesn't mean I'm an old man. Look, everyone uses Facebook, or has used Facebook, or in some capacity, checked Facebook to catch up with old friends and, post things about their lives and stuff like that. And that's perfectly fine. You do you. That's what I'm trying to say is that I know 9 years isn't like a big deal on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or Instagram or any of the social media platforms, but I mean, don't get me wrong. Facebook is important in my life, and so is YouTube, and so is Instagram, and so is any other social media platform I've used in the past that I don't really use anymore. Sure, I wish I could, be on MySpace, but I'm not going to go back to those days. I'm not going to go back to my YouNow days or, my Twitter days and stuff like that. But I will be using Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for as long as I can. And being on Facebook for 9 years on this current account, it has been amazing. I've posted some amazing things on there, whether it's a picture or some sort of a post, congratulating myself, not congratulating, talking about my birthday and talking about events I want to do in the future and stuff like that, and celebrating, every new year that I've been on that platform, and it's just been an amazing journey that I've been on. And I can't wait to see what happens for year 10 next year. But I still have to get through today before we can even think about year 9 tomorrow. And that's just that. And then the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is about tipping. Now, look, I'm not saying you will have to tip anyone if you don't want to tip anyone. But what I am trying to say is that I believe, now I know I've worn this shirt for like 2 or 3 videos in a row, and I'm probably going to change it after I film this video, but that's beside the point. If you're going to a bar or you're going to a restaurant of some sort, you should always, and I know not everyone has enough money to do this, but you should always tip your bartender or your waitress, no matter what you're, doing, even if the waitress or bartender is completely rude to you, you should, and I'm not saying always as in you should do it every single time, but what I'm trying to say is that if you really like that bartender or if you really like that waitress, whatever gender or, sexuality they are or race or anything like that, you should tip them, because they may not get and you don't have to tip them a whole lot. Just tip them like 15 or 20% or whatever it is that they or maybe it's 20 something, more than 20% now. I don't really know. Maybe it's 25. I don't know. But I'm just saying you should tip your bartender or your waitress. And if they're rude to you, you don't have to tip them 15, 20, 25%. You could tip them whatever you want. I'm just saying, what you should do is you should tip them some sort of amount, because they may not be getting, the best, minimum wage price that they can get, and they may not have enough money to, pay for rent, or, pay for clothes that they need to wear, or, pay for food that they need to eat, or drinks that they need to drink. I'm just letting you guys know that you should be kind to your fellow humanity at a bar or at a restaurant or at a place of service. Like even it could be even at a grocery store or whatever it is. You should tip. It doesn't matter how much you tip, just tip. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not going to ask anyone to tip me when I become a bartender someday, whether it's after this whole pandemic thing is over or whatever it is. I'm not going to ask anyone to tip me. If they're going to tip me, they'll tip me because I'm a nice, human being. And I'm not this, high-functioning, autistic, lazy SOB that you all think I am. I'm a normal person, even though, someone may think I'm this, terrible person. I'm not. I've never been a terrible person a single day in my life. And I want to be honest with you guys, that if someone's bullying you, whether it's on the internet or whether it's in person, they're so insecure about themselves that they have to put out their aggression on you because you're the easiest target. And they can't do that to themselves because that would just be flat out wrong and inappropriate and stuff. And that's not what you should be doing. You should be kind to every single person on this planet. Whether it's tipping a bartender, whatever you can. Whether it's, tipping your waitress or waiter. Or it's tipping the clerk at the checkout stand at a grocery store. Or it could be tipping someone at a clothing store. Anything at all that you think you should tip someone, do it. Because that's what's important in life is that, and it could be at a cafeteria at a courthouse or at a school or something. Just tip. Be that kind, generous person that you are. Because I've tipped waitresses before. I've tipped, bartenders before. I've tipped at a grocery store before. I've tipped at, every place that you can think of. I've tipped someone by giving them money other than the money that, that they get for, during doing a good service or doing any kind of service, really. That's all I wanted to say to you guys. Be generous when you're, not too generous, but generous enough when you're tipping at a restaurant or at a bar or anywhere in the world that allows tips to take place. That's all I'm saying. And don't do it in a derogatory way or, being too nice. Just be nice enough. That's all I'm saying. And I will see you tomorrow with a brand spanking new vlog. And tomorrow's year 9 on Facebook. So I'm looking forward to that. I know my hair is kind of wild and crazy right now, and I need to get a haircut soon because it's just getting too long. Anyways, have an amazing birthday, whatever age you're celebrating this year or next year or the year after next, and just be who you want to be and be generous. Okay, goodbye.